your credit score? Don't worry, if you don't, you're not the only one. My name is Destiney Martinez, and I am here today to persuade you to start working on your credit and aim for a higher score. I have been working on my credit score for the last 2 years now and have experienced the great benefits of having a good credit score. Today, I'd like to persuade you to start working on your credit score so you can start seeing the benefits by looking at the following areas: lower interest rates, better chances of loan approval, and where you can go for help to get started. First off, when you have a great credit score, you can qualify for having a lower interest rate. What is an interest rate for those of you who might be asking? According to Kimberly Amadio's article, Interest Rates and How They Work, she states that an interest rate is a percentage of principal charged by the lender for the use of its money. When borrowing a certain amount of money from a lender, they must charge an interest rate. But when you have a higher credit score, Kimberly states that the lower the interest rate you will have to pay. For example, when I decided to start working on my credit, I went to my bank and asked them how they could help me. They told me a great way to get my credit going was to take out a loan. Since I did not have a credit score, my banker had to get the loan approved through the bank's board of committee. She was able to get me a $1,000 loan at an 8% interest rate. This is considered high for some people, but it was a great option for me considering I had no credit score at all. The total interest added on was $41, so after interest was added to the loan, the total amount I would be paying back to the bank was $1,041. My bank told me after paying off the loan on time, my credit score would go higher and I would qualify for lower interest rates, and she wouldn't need to get it approved by the bank's board of committee. She was sure right, because 6 months later when I went to check my credit score, it had gone all the way up to 725. She then proceeded to tell me if I wanted to renew the loan, I would only be charged a 3% interest rate with my new credit score. This is just a small example showing that with a good credit score, what types of interest rates you'll be looking at. Furthermore, having a good credit score can help you have a higher chance of approval for different types of loans, such as mortgage, car, school, or personal loans. One of the many benefits of having a great credit score is that you can get pre-approved for loans through your bank. For example, just recently I needed to purchase a new car. I went to my banker and she informed me that I was pre-approved for a car loan. Now all I had to worry about was finding a car within my loan limit. According to Jennifer Boziak and the benefits of getting pre-approved for a car loan, she states that getting a pre-approval is a great way to let dealerships know you've done your homework. This was very true in my case. Once I knew the amount of the loan and the interest rate I was approved at, I was able to sit down and crunch the numbers before I started shopping for my car. Jennifer also stated that you won't have to rely on dealer financing. This is a very useful advantage because with my pre-approval through my bank, I was qualified to get a 2% interest rate on my loan. And before the dealerships knew I had a pre-approval letter, the lowest they were willing to go on an interest rate was 8%. That's a huge difference. Being able to get pre-approved for loans is another great advantage of having a good credit score. It saves you time, helps you set a budget, and helps you get the lower interest rate you deserve. Lastly, knowing where to go to get professional advice about credit isn't easy. That's why today I'd like to share with you who helped me and has continued to give me advice along the way and share some tips she has given me. According to Tanya, a longtime banking professional through San Angelo Federal Credit Union, when approved for a loan or credit card, the best option you can do for your credit is to make your payments on time and never be late. This is beneficial because the credit bureau keeps a close eye on late payments, and you will lose points on your score for making late payments. Another great point Tanya made when it comes to credit cards is if you don't have it on your if you don't have it on your debit, don't put it on your credit. She says she has lived by this motto because it has helped her and her clientele stay away from building debt through credit cards. She says the main idea to remember about a credit card when you swipe is to make sure you're swiping for an amount that you will be able to pay off the next month. This rule is important because paying off the minimum amount required by the lender can lead to interest charges. She also informed me that there is no reason to fear credit cards and that they can help raise your credit score if used correctly. Tanya has helped me from the very second I stepped foot in her office, and she says she is devoted to helping me through all my future purchases. I encourage you to talk with your banker about credit and get started now. Credit is a very important element in our life, and we need it to thrive in our economy. Go talk to your banker today and see what you can find more about on lower interest rates, see where you stand with getting approved for loans, and get help in the right direction to improving your credit score. Thank you.